Um, Hello, I guess. I haven't. Wow, it's been like a while since I posted. I really don't even know how to start. I don't even know how to start. I remember that a YouTube channel. I haven't posted. I haven't had a mic that works. I haven't had a computer that works, but I'm sure it looks complete. No, I'm not sure it looks completely different, actually. Like, I feel like I'm in a terrible spot in my life. And it might not look like it, like I'm not, I'm not homeless. My parents kicked me out or some shit. It's not like that. It's just like mentally, I'm declining. Also, I was just gonna make my Roblox avatar while doing this, but just like mentally, I am declining. I'm spiraling in like I was gonna say two or three subjects. Like I'm gonna be completely vulnerable here. Completely. Hopefully nobody from my IRL finds this. It's like, can we pause this shit? I need to like turn something up in the background. I feel like I'm gonna get heard. My mom's in another room. What's the sound like? Nah, I heard the whisper. Turn this shit up though. Sure for sure. But like, let's start with the thing that I would easily say is the shit I don't want to say the most, so I can go on to say things I do want to say. I really don't want to admit it, but like I am absolutely struggling with a porn addiction. Like no doubt about it, I am struggling with porn addiction. I downloaded this. How long have I been struggling? I have an app, right? It's supposed to help you with like self-harm urges, but I was like, I'm just gonna use that as like this a tracker for my, times I've gooned or times I masturbated. I'm just gonna say gooned so I don't feel weird. Times I've gooned, cause it has like a tracker. It says self-harm free. I should probably censor that from now. SH free. And maybe I should get out of this voice chat before I do some shit. How do I do that? But it says SH free, and it has like the minute, the hour, the second, the day. It has a counter, and I just use that as like, because I feel like gooning is also a form of self harm to this point. At this point, to me, so that's what's my master plan. It's just like it's literally the same thing. It's a form of self harm. And like I'm not barcoding myself, but it's still self harm, and it's definitely harming me. So I downloaded that. That's one issue. I actually don't want to talk about any of my issues. Shocker. Recently my boyfriend broke up with me, and it's a lot actually. My boyfriend is a trans male. Not that that matters. It's just actually it does matter because it's gonna lead into what I'm saying. Dumbass. Anyway, my boyfriend is this trans guy, and he broke up with me. Pretty much the thing was, I bet you're like, he caught you with the pointers. It was like, no. Basically, it was just out of the blue. One night, I'm playing Marvel Rivals with my friends. I get this text message. Hey, I'm high as fuck right now. I just got back from being with my friends. Do you want to open a relationship? I'm going to bed. And I was just like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously that shit, in the moment I thought, okay, that nigga, I probably shouldn't say that. I don't want to get that video taken down. Wow, this guy probably just cheated on me with their friends, and just trying to, hopefully he says yes so I can keep hooking up with them. Supposedly that didn't happen. I don't believe that by any metric, but supposedly that didn't happen. The next day after he woke up and finally decided to reply to me, shucks. The next day after he decided to reply to me, it wasn't actually that I don't care to open a relationship. I'm just falling out of love with you. Was that it? Ask. Let me pause. Try to remember. Okay, I'm back. I really don't remember. I deleted the messages as a attempt to try to move on and not think about it. As you can see, it hasn't worked. It's been about a month since this breakup, but I think the gist of it was, yeah, I really just don't have feelings for anybody right now. Basically, he just fell out of love with me. And this is actually finally leading into the second issue where of course, I was upset about it, but then I started just thinking, all women are trash, right? And it was like, it's wrong on two levels. First, I'm, ignoring my boyfriend's, well, ex-boyfriend's trans identity and just blaming it on the fact that he was born a woman. And then I'm just blaming women. So even if it was just a girlfriend that did this, I would just be, now your Maxine's like, yeah, I'm just this girl. Boy does this. All women are hoes. All women are evil. I need to go to the gym and work on myself. And that, like, going to the gym and working on myself part, I'm doing that actually. So that's like a +1 on my pile of -1s over on the left. On the left, like you can see it. If I edited videos, I would make some funny joke there. But yeah, it's one plus thing. No, that doesn't matter. I'm not trying to hype myself up or saying, yeah, I'm trying to say I'm bad. I have like 3 minuses right now, where I'm just like, I've been in this like incel mindset, essentially. I've just been like, all women are bad. All women are gonna break my heart. I should never date a woman, while being this porn addicted guy. And then I also work, what's it called, retail. I'm not gonna get too specific to it, but I'm retail. I see people every day, which means I'm gonna see like pretty women basically every day. And I look at them and I think to myself, wow, I am a dirty dog. If she asked me to like get on my knees and bark or, just said anything, I'd completely fold under this I hate all women shit and just, go to their whims, follow their whims. And like, that's another minus. It's like I have no backbone. I have this incel mindset. I'm kind of this gross guy and I have a porn addiction. And it doesn't like completely show, at least I don't think it does, to like, the average person just looking at me. Because if you look at me, just from the outside, you see essentially a normal guy, introverted, obviously likes to play games, nerdy, but you see him going to school, going to work, and going to the gym. You would think I'm like this, I would say, a slightly above average guy, but no, definitely not. And oh yeah, that's another thing. One of my coworkers, it's just like goth girl, grunge girl, there's like 17 subcultures to that shit, and I don't really know it, and I don't think I care to know it right now. But we're just gonna say goth for the simplicity of it. It's this like grunge girl, goth. Damn, I really went back on it that fast. This goth girl, and I think she's cute. I'm not gonna like, I would never had any plans to like, ask her out or anything like that. It was just like, if she asked me out, I would obviously say yes, because as I said before, I'm this dog that would just say yes to anything. Not to say I'm going for scraps or something. This is like, I'm not saying that to, I'd say that to any woman, any ugly woman. They're all ugly and I'd still say yes. I'm not trying to say that. I'm just trying to say, I'm so like weak-willed and weak-minded. I just say yes if like probably any girl asks me out, because I'm just that desperate of a loser. But anyways, one day, let's get back to the main thing. She just told me, we were talking, she told me, yeah, we should hang out, because we had another coworker. We're gonna call goth girl, and we're gonna call other coworker Bob. So goth girl is telling me about Bob and said goth girl was hanging out with Bob. We were smoking weed and he was just being incredibly weird to her, trying to get frisky. And Bob said, hey, I'll give you a massage. And Bob does this, and then Bob is like, hey, give me a massage, obviously trying to get frisky. And she was like, goth girl's like, oh, it's just, he was really weird for that. That's gross. But I trust you wouldn't do that. I trust you're not weird. And by technicality, she's right, you know what I'm saying? Because like, I wouldn't offer a massage. I wouldn't. Like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to be like, hey, do this for me. But like, pretty much, I would just, if she offered it, I just would have folded. And the way I've thought about it, I think, is like, people will come to you in like moments of vulnerability, It's like, in there, you're weak-minded in moments of vulnerability. I've gotten 2 likes on this game, thank you. But like, they come to you at these times of vulnerability, and you know, sometimes they'll collapse into like, I don't know, some kind of romantic thing, where, you know, like, I don't want to say hedonist, but you know, they'll like have intercourse with like their guy BF or some shit. And what I'm basically trying to say is, I'm not above that. If that would have happened, I would have taken my opportunity and been just as trashy as any other guy. I'm just too cowardice to even make the move is all. Hence giving her this false, like, perception that I'm this nice, kind guy. Which, again, I'm not, and I feel bad about that. Terribly so. So, what's that, like 17 minuses? Just on me already. And specifically for like the goon thing, I've been stuck in that for at least a year. I'm looking at the what's it called, the little SH tracker, and it says I had at least like a 200-day pledge, but for like the mass oh yeah, you pledge daily not to do this shit. It's like a whole thing trying to help you, stop self SHing. Gulp. It's like pledge daily to remind yourself, make reasons. There's a journal where you write, you know, how hard it was today to not do it, or how many times you had the urge to do it, how many times you actually did it, how many times you thought about it, you know, just things like that. And back to what I was saying, I had like 200 daily pledges to like, of trying not to do it. But recently I stopped even pledging because I feel like I've just fallen so deep into it that like, I don't, like, it doesn't matter, I'm gonna do it. That, yeah, SHing, the SH gooning. And I'm just like, oh, what's the point? Because I also felt like when I log in and, you know, do this, it reminds me that I can do it. And then I think about it, and then it gets harder not to do it, and then I do it. And like when I'm genuinely, like, when I really put up a fight and just like stop, that usually works for me. I last longer when I don't log in, don't do it, don't, you know, pledge daily. Because I'm like, I'm not even thinking about it for real. It's like, when I'm really trying, yeah, I'm just getting grossly personal, grossly intimate. It's like, it's my channel, I just need a place to vent. Hopefully I'll get to the point. I don't think there is a point, I just wanted to talk. Hopefully getting this off my chest will make me feel better, because I've been feeling. Today's been absolutely terrible. Today is a rainy day. I love rainy days, but I felt so gross. So for like the first time, I couldn't properly enjoy a rainy day. So yeah, but anyways, when I'm really trying to log in, not logging in, not pledging, just don't even think about that app. Usually I do better than logging in daily because I think about it daily. It's like, another day I try not to go, and then, you know, it's like, and it's like, it's not only just that, it's like, obviously, Twitter is a hell of an app, man. You can get, it's definitely contributed to the goon addiction. There's other sites, but like, I say large scale, mostly, I'd say Twitter did the worst to me, because, this is fun. I'm having fun talking. I might as well just like start from the beginning, like post an hour-long video. Maybe I'll change the music, because I feel like it's just gonna get me like taken down or some shit, man. But I didn't mean to pause it. Okay. Well, why not? Let's first like summarize what I just said, and then I'll just talk about the gooning, the start of the gooning, and I'll like talk about this women shit, and then I'll talk about, let's open a Google Doc, like notes. Alright. Okay. Ignore most of this. So first, summarize. Yeah, I might fix it. What I've said so far, which has been like goon issue, women issue, mentality issue, I guess. And then we'll go into start a goon problem. Start women problem. And start of mental problem. Just to remember. So to like summarize, right? I've had a goon issue. It's been an issue definitely a lot longer than a year, but that's when we're gonna talk about the start of it. And when I've started trying to fix it, it's been like a year or two. Had that issue for like too long. I'll think about that. But yeah, I currently have a gooning problem. I have a problem with thinking all women are shit while also thinking I should get on my knees and worship all of them at the same time. And my mental issues is just like, I try for like a day to like, you know, be better, be this cooler guy. What the hell is that? But I have an issue trying to be like a better guy for like a day, and I'll try. And then I'm just like, oh, I give up. You know, it's just like, I give up, whatever. It's like, there's no point in trying. I'm going to be like this the rest of my life. Okay. And with that being said, I think I actually want to talk about the mental problem first. You know, that I'm going to be like this for the rest of my life. Can I check how long the video is already? 60 minutes. It's not bad. That's like half of what I usually do. I missed that account, but like, I'm glad I had been somewhere where I don't know who's watching. Know what I'm saying? So yeah. Oh, bullet point on the woman problem. We'll just do a bullet point like this. We got there's an ex that I'm having like, you know, I'm just in contact with again. It's not just in contact. It's like a double whammy. It's like part of the women problem and part of them, but like the mental problem. I've just been like, man, I gave up. I really do. I really feel like, I want to say every month and a half, there's like a time where I feel like, well, I don't genuinely hit rock bottom, but I feel like I hit this rock bottom. I'm like, let's start swimming up, dude. Let's go up. Let's be better. And for those 3-4 days, I'm effectively immortal. Nah. Those 3 days, I'm genuinely like, I'm on it. Cause this ties into like like every issue ties into each other. So you're gonna hear shit about other shit. We're still in the mental problem. But like, part of the mental shit is like, you know, trying to stop the goon shit. And in like the mornings and at nights, that's when I like goon the most. It's like morning wood, obviously. Usually you just have to pee, and I'll know that, and I'll actually just like get up and go pee instead of being like, but it feels good though. And then at night, I'll just have to like, just go to bed. Like another thing that I feel like I'm just gonna mix it too much. But yeah. Yeah, I'll just say that. I'll say the goon problem or something. But essentially, it's like I lock in 3 days, and I'm like, what the hell, dude? You know, I'm not immediately the strongest there is. I'm not this. I'm not that. This doesn't matter. I'm gonna suck forever. Might as well just give up now. And I give up, and I'm like, I'm disgusting for giving up. And just rinse and repeat. It really is like such a drag. I don't want this one. I don't want this one. I don't. No, Lucio. Anyways, but like, yeah, I give up. That's one thing I want to fix. Cause I'm like Nagi Seishiro. I think I'm gonna make my YouTube PF be like Nagi Seishiro. Cause I'm just like him. Not in the sense that I'm like this genius that doesn't try and doesn't have to try at all or anything. But it's like, like Nagi's ego before the Inio, or before being locked off from the Inio. Sorry, spoilers. It's come and go. Sometimes I have it and it'll burn and I'll be like the best, but when it dies off, I don't have any discipline or like, you know, any willpower to like just be like, hey, gotta keep going. No, even though I don't feel like it. And then I like, you know, I give up. And I'm like him getting locked off. It's very. Well, I'm drinking water. I could pause it. I'm gonna pause it. I drank water. It was really good. But like, yeah, I lose my will to keep going. Like, you know, trying to be this good guy, and I give up. Very, very L, very L. Yes, very L. L me. L's in the chat. Let's see how much this will cost. Yeah. 420, hilarious. But like, yeah, I don't want that anymore. And it's like, I can't tell anybody because like, I don't want to be shamed, obviously. I don't want to be like, hey, I've been having these mental problems. I find it hard to not goon. And like another thing that's going to tie into the woman problem. It's like, oh my god. This is hilarious. Sorry. Thoughts, bro, thoughts. But like, I stopped talking, or you know, my ex broke up with me and I started talking to my other ex. And it was actually even before that, because I knew some shit was going on with my ex-boyfriend. So I was just like, I might as well be ready, you know. So I just started talking about my ex-girlfriend. And even during that, I was like, if I genuinely want something, I can't live like always like, oh, I might as well be ready. I have to like pick one. I can't just like, I'll always be ready, because essentially, I'm putting an egg in every basket's available, if that makes sense. But if I want to live like truly, at least this romantic wise, I have to put all my eggs in one basket, and that's how I truly will be fulfilled, even if all the eggs get broken, if you understand. That's like a breakup analogy, I guess. I can't have an egg with X1, egg with X2, egg with X3, egg with current partner, girlfriend, boyfriend, and expect to be happy. I gotta pick one, stay there, and like let life come at me, pause, haha, with its ups and downs. But so I was already upset with that, because I was like, I'm an L guy both ways around, because like, let's not sugarcoat it, that's cheating. If you're talking to your ex, even slightly romantically loyal with somebody else, that's cheating. So that's another -1 on me. I was also a dirty cheater. I hate to admit that one. Whew. But like, not only am I cheating on the boyfriend, if I cut things off with the ex, then I'm like, I broke their heart again for like what, no reason. So I'm like just a shit guy in part 2. Oh, it's giving me a headache making this shit. I feel like Zuko. You know, when that guy was he started trying to be good, and it hurt him so bad. He was in so much turmoil. He felt ill. You just get a headache from thinking about it. But yeah, that's another part of the mental shit. It's like, even though I don't have my boyfriend now, and I could just go all the way into X1, I don't want to. I know what it's like to be there. I don't want to go back there. So again, I would have to break their heart again and just be an L guy. And that's just like, ugh. Because what I used to do, and when I didn't want to make, you know, hard personal struggles or hard, you know, pause, rewind. What I used to do when there was hard things to say, or like I had to cut somebody off, or, you know, just tell them I don't want to talk to you anymore, I don't like you as a person, instead of just outright saying it, what I would do is like, I would just like delete every account, make new ones, tell everybody that I wanted to keep, hey, this is my new account, I'm moving, make up some excuse for why I'm moving accounts. And, you know, moving that way just looks like, you know, maybe I got hacked or some shit, maybe I got deleted. It's just like I moved on to a different chapter in my life when I didn't. Like I'm like a person away. It's just I'm a new person. Essentially, this is like totally an internet thing. BT dubs, I'm such a dork. So I like to pretend I'm gonna get 1 million viewers. Which one do you, which outfit we liking, boys and girls, and days and thems, they theirs. which one, man? I need to buy one because I want to play like JJS or some shit. But like, yeah. So I need to have that talk. Because another thing is, I do like my ex as a person. She is fun to talk to, not even romantically. I do enjoy just talking to her as like person to person, friend to friend. But I know me, and I sneak like romantic flirt tidbits in there. Like we do these calls, you know, we turn the video cams on. And not to air too, no, I'm gonna air it all out. Pretty much, since we've seen each other naked before, we have no qualms of like, you know, getting undressed if shit gets hot in our homes. And she's like one of those girls, she has a big chest. Look, sorry to say, she has a big chest. And obviously it gets hot and stuffy and that shit, so she ends up taking her shit off a lot of her clothes. And I literally call for that reason, because I know I'm gonna get to see some shit later. So I'm like, so that's another thing. It's just like all around I'm an L guy mentally. I'm like, I feel like I'm close to crying, but I'm nowhere near close to crying. It's like, dude, I have like no discipline, no will. I'm like a cheater. I'm a dirty guy, an L guy. I know, cheater and L guy, like, it's like how a rectangle isn't a square, but a square is a rectangle, you know? It's like, I'm a cheater and I'm a bad person kind of guy. It's just like, I want to fix so much. But that's a mental shit. Can I like cross that? Can I cross that out? I think so. Slash? Yeah. Onto the side of the woman problem, I guess, since we're just going bottoms up. I mean, that started. That did cover a lot of the mental shit at the end of that. What is my 28? This is like an average length video. I'm going all the way though. I need to get all of this off my chest. I want to enjoy the rest of this rainy day, even though there's like 2 hours left. It's like, okay, let's pause, rewind, start from the beginning. Yeah, I think the beginning is actually a lot earlier than I thought. Let's start with like, let's start with my real first ex. The ex I've been talking about, I'm gonna call her Jess, I guess. Yeah, the ex I've been talking about we're gonna call her Jess. And the ex I'm about to talk about, let's call her Kana. I had to look around my room for a name. Let's start with Kana. This was another E-relationship. Jess and Kana were both E-relationships for, I guess, prior knowledge now. I don't know, Kana was an alright girl. Like, there's nothing special about that one. It was a 2-year, it was like, I would consider it my first real relationship. Yeah, I'd consider it that. Like, my first real deal relationship. And obviously at first I totally loved her. Totally. So in love. Like first year. So in love with her. And then gradually it became like I just stopped. This is like a recurring thing. I started just getting tired of her. I was like, what is this? Because like that's not normal. You know what I'm saying? You don't just, I mean, well, you do. I think it is normal for you to like fall out of love with some people. Because, you know, not everything is this perfect finale relationship that's going to end in marriage and, you know, dying all together. But, like, I was just like, I just fell out of love with her. I was thinking, God, I'm gonna say exactly how I thought it. Please forgive me. I was just thinking, God, this bitch is annoying. She always wants to hang out with me. She always wants to play a game with me, and she sucks at this game. So it's like an even worse experience because I'm like just lose. But she's giggling and shit, and that was just like terrible. So like year 2, I took this month break from like talking to her. I tell her how I feel. I'm like, I feel like I do genuinely get annoyed just talking to you. I don't want to be around you sometimes. Like, that's horrible. That's a horrible thing to say to a girl. She was 3 years older than me. I want to say this because, oh my God, yeah. I just want to say this girl was 3 years older than me. She was 17. I was like 14 when we started dating. Okay? I want that to be remembered because this is going to tie into the women troubles that's later that I didn't think about. She's 17, I'm 14. We age up, you know, this year to 15, 18, 16, 19, and like sometimes in a year it was a 2-year age gap, so, you know, I think we ended shit around where it become like the 2-year age gap because, you know, my birthday would hit and then hers would hit later. Anyways. That last tidbit. Alright, shut up. Lock in. Anyways, I'll just tell her I'm get sick of you sometimes. Took this month break. And, you know, in this month I felt free. I'm like, I'm getting on games. I want to. Like, I'm online on Discord. It can show what I'm playing. I was on like an alt account, I think. You know, because I don't want it to be rub it in your face. It's like I put the stats, I'm having the best day of my life. Woo! Like, so imagine seeing that shit. The part that says, hey, I'm so sick of you, let's take a break. I need to see how I feel. And the motherfucker is the dolphin picture jumping out with rainbows when they're not with you. And like when they're with you, they're like this chained up fucking Goku in a hyperbolic time chamber. But anyways, I come back. I'm like, yeah, bro, this isn't it. And I break up with her, and that's like the start of my women troubles. So I was genuinely like, surely me, you know, getting tired of these people, or these women, or man in the future. I was like, surely it's just like a one-time thing. Fast forward into, this is when I started dating Kana. Kana was Jess. Jess is the one I was talking about earlier. Kana was the one I said, okay. Jess was immediately after Kana. Okay. God, these names suck. I don't know how people just don't. Whatever, anyways. I think I like the penis. Anyways. Yeah, we're gonna buy this one. I like this one. We're gonna buy that one. Sorry. Go man. But not immediately, like I think a year after breaking up with Kana, I meet Jess through a friend. We're gonna call him Complex. That's actually it's pretty close. It's pretty close to their name. Call him Complex. Those who know. Those who knows. I meet Jess through Complex, and we don't immediately hook up. We immediately like hate each other because me and Jess are both black people. Jess thought I sounded white, and I was saying the N-word, obviously. And you know, so she just was like pressing me, like, "Why are you saying it?" I'm like, "Cause I'm black, boy." But anyways, that's how we started off, and then we actually started talking more, and it was like chill. And yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I had this complex, technically pun, I had this complex with women where I think I could deadass see a woman and just imagine I had like minding powers. I could like look at a woman and see if she likes me or she would be interested in me. I'm not saying like there were several women interested in me, but like I would have, you know, one person maybe. And I just could tell, like maybe a year. I'd say like 2 or 3 women like me a year when I'm putting myself out there. Sure. Well, I see this a girl would like me and I could read her mind and say she'll like me and I would still find a reason to like no, she doesn't. It's if I had to provide an example of how it really felt to me, there was like some anime, I don't remember, but I think it was the MC his name was Hachiman, and he had the speech about nice girls, and it was like, I hate nice girls because when they smile at me, I think it's for me, but they're just being nice. When they compliment me, I think, you know, they're complimenting me, like me, and like, you know, they're interested in me, but they're just being nice, and I hate that, and I can't read that. That's essentially what I was. Right. So, oh god, this sucks. I really hate it. Well, I hate talking about myself, but like I need this on my chest. Anyways, it was that what's her name? Jess starts, you know, dropping hints she likes me. I'm having my woman complex thing where I'm like, oh, they're just being nice to me, or another thing is women would like keep me as a secondary. Like a secondary friend, like, you know, they'll have a boyfriend that treats them so and so, maybe sucks. Yeah, no, keep me at a second thing, their boyfriend would suck, period. You know, then they would just like, when their boyfriend's acting a fool or being bad to them, they come to me and like, oh my god, they're terrible, and like, you know, they would use me to comfort them, because I would sit there and I would be there for them. And I was just like, well, I wasn't content, but I would, because it's like that's like the closest I can get. I'll take it, because I was like, I'm a real lover boy. I was like, I'll take it, as long as I can talk to you just a little more. I'd sit there and be there like little male therapist, some shit. This is a drag. This is a drag, period, bruh. But yeah, that was a little tidbit about me, I guess. But back to that. I'm in this. Oh yeah, I remember why I was like this, because before I think either of us have developed feelings, or before I even noticed she developed feelings for real, she was on, there's like a million dating apps. There was like one specifically for like, you know, teenagers. That sounds bad. But she was on it. I mean, she was on this dating app for like, you know, young teens. Not young teens, like, you know, 16, 17, 18, 19. Maybe like 15 was allowed on that app. I don't know. I didn't have that shit. It was like, you know, it was just a dating app for teens to find each other and date. She was on there and she would like stream that shit to me. And she was streaming to me like her swiping guys, just like, is he good looking? Is he not? Because if you can tell, I'm like bi, pan, whatever. I don't like to use labels really. It's kind of futile if you ask me. Futile? I don't care how you say it. Futile. Oh, dogs. W. Just ignore that. I have to edit that out. Is there a way I can edit it now? No. It's just my name. I don't care that much, I guess. But anyways. Yeah, she streams these guys, you know, these guys, these girls. Wow, this is like a super dog, so if anybody recognizes my shit. Holy hell. Anyway. Let's try to make this character real quick. But yeah, I was in this such a mindset. It's like, I'm in the supreme friend zone like I always am. There's no way this girl likes me. Here. I can do something actually. Something like this. But I'm in this supreme friend zone mindset. It's like, no way she likes me. Impossible. When it was very possible. Oh my god. Let me pause the video, make my avatar, and then I'll keep talking, bro. Because I clearly can't focus. Yo, man. I'm back. I'm sure you can see a time jump in the corner here. But, wow. It took me a minute to figure out what's going on with my character. Like a big minute. I barely even remember where I was. Fortunately, I have like a vague, very vague memory. Let's see if I can first do this. You know, you get the, I didn't even finish doing this, bro. Let's do it like this, this, kinda. That's alright, that's alright. Like, a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah, just like that. Awesome. Not the best looking, but we take that. But anyways, I remember I was like somewhat. I remember the issues, constant friend zone issues. Dude, fixing this thing actually like took me out of my whole group. Nah, but this like Gunginga. I don't even know, bro. I don't even remember anymore. I mean, I do. Wow. Anyways, constant issues. Here, Natural Survivors. That would be like easy on me to play. Definitely. Brother. I remember the yeah, they just call me like, why do I have no body? Get me out of this, bro. Oh my god, that actually just killed me. What the freak? Sorry, really sorry. I'm here. I'm focused. I'm here. I had the issues of always like thinking a girl couldn't really like me, and you know the only reason they would like me is like if I was good enough as a replacement, or just like you know their boyfriend's doing something to them, and you know they need a guy that's not their boyfriend. You know, at least give them attention. Oh my god. And I was with Jess, that was her name. Yes. I thought I was some white dude. I really don't. Let's like skip to like what I remember this shit was. Pretty much where she would say all these, you know, nicety things, just like, oh yeah, man. Like she would say the normal things a girlfriend you would expect, like, you know, I love you. I really do care for you. You know, things like that. Like, just, I love you. I think you're the most handsome, the most pretty, the most beautiful. You know, things like that. But then, shit would happen. It's just shit that shouldn't happen. Like, I remember, like, my first issue it was just this random day. She texts me like, hey, can we talk? My ex invited me to this car show thing. I really want to go. I swear, this is not going to be like a date, but it's going to be me and him. No, again, this was like an honest thing. It's just not like I can be there to bodyguard or something. Just be like, yeah, I swear it's not going to be like a date, but it's going to be me and him solo. I'm gonna go looking around at these expensive cars and this and that. And I was like, are you dead ass? And I just asked, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to go to the show with your ex that's totally not a date? Or do you want to snide? She's like, oh, I really do want to go. So I was like, okay, go. Mind you, what I was really thinking, which I guess this could be, no, it is, could be seen by folks. I said A-okay to, but the way I saw it is like, it's absolutely a date with your ex. You're going to this car show alone in this state. I can't see anything where I don't have like, I think I do have control issues, but that's not a part of this. It's like, you're going to this car show alone with people I can't, you know, nobody's gonna tell me, hey, they did this, they did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's gonna be able to go out of their way. It's like, damn, this is somebody's, you know, girlfriend hooking up with somebody else or something like that. I don't know why I'm playing JJ's. This is like, so let's take a step back. I clearly lost my train of thought. It's like, this is clearly a date of some kind, whether you want to admit it or not. It's like, yeah, she's going out of her way to go alone with this ex that she swears up and down she hates. By the way, I don't think I said that. She swears up and down she hates this guy. It's like, it's not gay, I'm just, you know, alone. It's gonna be normal. I'm not gonna do anything weird. When I saw it, it's like, it's clearly a date. It's weirdly making me uncomfortable, but I don't feel like I should have to say, yeah, this is literally what I was thinking. It's like, I don't feel like I should have to say, hey, going on a date with your ex is it's gonna make me upset. But obviously I didn't say that, at least not then. And obviously I started getting distant because I was just like, well, I might as well get ready. Clearly I'm gonna get cheated on there. Clearly. So I was being distant. I was like, okay, yeah. You know, she would say the shit. She's like, oh, I love you. I'm like, yeah, I love you too, man. He's like, what's up with you? Or like, eventually, just, like, it's a day before this thing. She's like, what's up with you? You're not you. You're not talking to me. What is this? I'm like, dude, you're finna go on a date with your ex tomorrow. Like, why wouldn't I be upset? You know what I'm saying? And she's like, it's not a date. I was like, oh yeah, just going to this car show alone with the ex-boyfriend that you hate. I can't see anything where you won't tell me anything if something actually did happen. You know, it's totally not a date. Well, she's like, it's not a date. I'm like, whatever, dude. Whatever you think it is, go. I don't care. Obviously, I cared. Shock, I know. And she's just like, I'm not going. And that was like our first issue, which definitely, I now that I've matured up, I definitely can say if I just spoke my mind, this probably wouldn't have happened. Or, you know, like, I just said I'm not comfortable with that. You know, this wouldn't have been an issue. But, like, a thing that led me into that kind of silence was she would say things like, oh, I'm glad you're not this jealous boyfriend. Like, you know I'm beautiful and, you know, I'm gonna go out and I can look good and you're not gonna be, like, jealous of that. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Yeah. And, you know, I didn't want to be that, you know, so-called the jealous boyfriend. And he's like, oh, you can't go anywhere. No, without my consent. I didn't want to be that, so I was just like, go, even if I hate it, go. It's like one of my mentalities at the point. It actually came from this romance anime called Wotokoe. Wotoki? I don't remember how to say it. Doesn't matter. This is one of the characters. I think his name was like Tara or some shit. His girlfriend was like this cosplayer. And she was a beautiful cosplayer that did, what's it called? She did like boy cosplays as a girl. And, you know, she was a great cosplayer. She had so many fans. Got him. I don't know what that was. She would do all these cosplays. Girls and guys would fawn over her because she was so pretty and she could be so handsome too. And the way he dealt with it, he just said, hey, that's gonna happen. That's what she likes doing. I trust her. And I know I'm a jealous guy. So he's like, he says, what I do is I trust her and then I just look away. I simply just, he just said, I'll look away. If I don't see it, I won't be upset about it. Because it's not fair to her that I'm going to be upset even when she's doing what she loves. But, yeah, man. I don't know why I'm like losing the train of thought and I'm just pressing combos on a dummy. Anyways, you see it happen again. What am I doing? But yeah. And I was just trying to emulate that mindset. Didn't work, clearly. No. That's just one issue that, you know, led to my kind of disdain or not liking women that much. Which is interesting. Very interesting. But then there was another one where it was like, I didn't fart, that was my chair. That was audible. Just like, there's a lot of shit. It got to this point where, you know, I'm kind of the only loving one in the relationship in a way. You know, I text the good mornings, I love you, I hope you have a good day. Text during the day, hey, you doing okay? Just wanted to check on you, you know, I love you. That shit, it would like just only be me. And it wasn't like that from the start, you know. So it just stops one day. No, her shit just stops being, you know, so I guess romantic. I really yeah. Sashi, what you doing? I'm sorry, I really keep losing my focus finding a dummy. But that happened. I'm like, yo, what is this about? And she's just like, oh, it's nothing. I'm really like scraping in my brain to remember what happened that time. Like, why did this happen? Because she got like an iPad or some shit, a notification going there. But she was like just treating me like I was crazy. And you know, I was just gonna eat that. Yeah, she treated me like I was crazy and I was gonna eat that. Damn, I literally forgot what I was gonna say. That's why I repeated so I could like, God, it's aggravating. Okay, I remember I had an example because it was like while this was happening. I think it's just another mentality. I was one of those guys who was like, hey, bro, before you post a picture on the gram, send it to me. Like, not in a way where it's like, I need to A-okay if this is a good picture for them or some shit, you know? It's like, I don't think you should post this. It's like, it's nothing like that. It's just like, you know, I would appreciate it as if you sent this to me, your boyfriend first. It's like, hey, I wanted you to see this first and then posted it to the gram. Instead of, you know, opening gram later at night and seeing, you know, a great picture. It's like, damn, it would have meant something to me if you sent it to me first. I remember that. I told her about that. I started communicating to a degree. No, I did start communicating after that person because I did understand that was kind of my fault. But yeah, I communicated this, right? And I think she leaves me on red 3 hours. I see she's not busy. She's like on a game or some shit. I'm like, hey, bruh, could you at least reply? Like, what's this? And she's like, oh, I saw it, man. Yeah, okay. So I was like, I tried to confirm it. I'm like, so are you gonna start doing this? Because it would be nice. And then I get left on red again. So I was like, okay, clearly you're just playing in my face. So I kind of stopped caring. And then yeah, the loving shit. Okay, that's when that goes back. When I start like the loving shit stops coming through. Like, you know, we were always like, oh, good night text, or just like good, just checking on you text. This shit stops completely in its entirety. And it's like to the point where my phone is so dry, it's like I'm single again. And I remember I just posted a story, like this is like when Rio de Janeiro memes were like popping, I guess. So I just posted like my phone, and like the only notification I had was like the health notification you get on the what's it called? On, you know, iPhone, it'll be like, I think you like if you set a bedtime on your phone, it'll send you a health notification. Hey, it's this time, get ready to go to bed. I have mine set like to 10 p.m. Yeah, that was like my only notification for like the whole day. So I posted that, screenshot of it, Rio de Janeiro, you know, like some music behind it. I want to say it was like, you know, that Naruto OST that's like for jobless pups. But I don't think it was that. I don't remember the song. The song doesn't matter anyways. It's trying to be, you know, what's it called? Thorough. Yeah, pretty much. She sees it immediately. And she's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, babe. I didn't know. I love you so much. She just starts like spamming me with these IG reels, just like you and me, or you know us, and it's like the cats or some shit. And I was just like she's like sending me like 6 of them in like 5 minutes or some shit. I didn't care about the amount. It's just like, yeah, no, it's just like this feels like pity. I'm your boyfriend. I don't want to be pitied. This is I was like, I don't want pity, love. If you don't want to talk to me, that's cool. Just say that at least. I don't like this pity. Just like pitiful shit. That shit just had me mad. It's like, who are you taking pity on me? I don't need this dog bone. Oh, you doing not, bruh. Anyways. It's like, so it's like, I think it's like a baseball thing. That was like strike 2. I was still okay about, you know, I was just like, okay, you know, if she doesn't want to, you know, do the relationship, that's fine. I get it. I really do. So, and then this is when strike 3 comes. This is like my women problems, isn't it? I guess this is, I don't know. What is bro yapping about, essentially? But it's strike 3. She's like this roleplay girl, Jess. Like, not like some freak roleplay shit, but she's just like, you know, roleplays characters in anime. And like, you know, these Discord roleplay servers. I obviously had no issue with that because it wasn't like sexual in nature or anything like that. I obviously was like, oh, it's kind of weird. It's just like, it's weird. It's like, this is not my thing. Like, you go. It was that kind of weird. Like, furries. I'm like, that is kind of weird. But like, if that's your thing, do it. And I'm actually going to support you through it. It's just like, there's no way I would do that. But anyways, she invites me to like this roleplay group chat. God knows why. And it's like this family group chat. It's like, I farted. Yeah. It's like this roleplay family group chat. And yeah, it's a roleplay family group chat. She's like a mom in there. And there's like, you know, a father. And like 3 or some kids. And I'm looking at this. And I'm watching, you know, Mr. Roleplay Father get text back before me. Also, damn. Is he good? That's crazy. Like, I'm watching this and I'm seeing Mr. Roleplay Father get text backs, you know, like, oh, I love you too, honeys, you know, the kind of affection I've been dying for. Mind you, I'm just like getting tossed about. Or not even tossed about, I'm just like forgotten. So, cause like I think my breaking point, it was like this week straight, 2 days straight. I would wake up, send my good morning text, not get a reply. Open like Discord, see the family group chat. They say good morning. She replies to them. And then I still don't get a reply the whole day. And I was looking at her. I'm like, surely something's gonna go on, right? Or like, maybe I did something and I'm just not noticing. Just like, I'm a dense guy. Maybe it's my thing. And so I text her, like, did I do something? Are you upset with me? Like, please tell me, because I'm not seeing it right. I want to know what I did so I can be better. She's like, oh my god, no, I'm not upset at you at all. I just forgot to reply. And that like broke something in me, because I'm like, dude, we can remember to message your little Discord family highs, or, you know, family, but not the actual nigga. Oh, so I'm trying to stop saying that on the videos. I want this taken down. Chill out, yeah. I'm like, you can text them, but not me. So I obviously get in my feelings. I don't like immediately like go off there. I start, you know, trying to cut myself back off because I'm like, clearly this relationship's cooked. It's gonna end soon. So I was like, you know, I always try to like brace myself for it instead of just like trying to save. I'm just like, oh, it's gonna end, man. Just be ready. So I just, you know, I pull back. I start doing the good mornings. I start doing the lovey-dovey shit. And yeah. Wow. And eventually she notices because like, wow, we're just not talking as much because I was making all the effort. She's like, what's the matter, dude? And I used to have this, I had a crazy paragraph typed up for it, bro. I used to have to say what I was trying to say. I loved it. It was like one of my greatest pieces of art. I was really proud of it. I miss it, dude. But I had like a page of just how I genuinely felt about it. Cause it's like, I wake up, I see your family gets the shit I want. Like, oh yeah, another thing that was in there. You remember I said, I appreciate if you send like these selfies to me first before posting them, or like just pictures to me before you post them. Like even just random shit. It's like, you know, it's just nice since, you know, we're an e-couple. I don't get to go see that shit, so it's like it helps me feel more connected to semi-random shit. And she treated me like I was goofy for saying that shit. But then, you know, I'll go into the family group chat and I see she'll send a random picture of ice cream like, hey, check this shit out. Or she'll send them a selfie. I'm like, what the fuck? What about me? So that shit, oh my god. That was, I never got back to that. Oh my god. Sorry, the memories, dude. The actual memories. That shit hurt. I wonder if this is good. Jesus. But yeah, so I sent this whole paragraph and she's like, I'm so sorry, I'll do better. She like started for like 2 days and then stopped. So I get into this point where I was just like, oh, I don't care anymore, man. Whatever, I'll just see. Clearly, this is the norm. This is just the normal of relationships. I should accept that. Wow. So, yeah, that happens. I'm still, you know, doing a little, cut myself off, fall off a bit, you know, not texting nowhere near as much. Dude, I don't even remember what the last straw for me was, because I just remember I gave up at a point. Like, yeah, I think that was like the semi-last straw. I'm sure it was something else that happened, but essentially what happened was I remember being like, dude, this is gonna keep happening. I don't care. Like, I don't care. I'm not gonna keep doing this love relationship. I'm going to live how I want. Like, I didn't start cheating there. I didn't start cheating. Like, that's what I thought. It's just, essentially, it was like, I'm not gonna, oh my god, W YouTube ad on my fucking TV. I was supposed to change the music too. I remember this. I'm back. My mom gave me the phone to answer a fucking Uber call. I don't know what that was about, bruh. Anyways, I think I had stopped caring, so I stopped, like, usually we would call every night. You know, we would, like, have dates once or twice a week. You know, play some game, watch something. And, you know, just cute, a couple things like that. And I just stopped. I was just like, because I think that was another thing. Specifically, like the good mornings and the good nights. Specifically, the good nights. I discussed, you know, I'd say good mornings and get like good mornings after everybody else. But the good nights too, because I felt like, you know, if I say good night, and then, you know, I don't get good night back, even if it's like I'm falling asleep first, I feel kind of way about it. But like, you know, if they fell asleep first, and, you know, they don't say goodnight. It's like, oh, you just fell asleep. It's cool. It was like specifically I feel like I have to say goodnight or no guy. And that's gonna cause some issue. I didn't say goodnight. But it was like, you know, don't say goodnight. It's fine. So I remember that upset me too. But back to it, I was essentially just like, you know, I stopped being Mr. Lovable that I was. You know, I'd say good morning if I felt like it, say good night if I felt like it. Instead of, you know, leaving calls with my guys, or, you know, stopping whatever I do into, you know, do the little sleepy call. I'll just be like, nah, I don't really want to, actually. And, like, when I would say I don't want to, I would, like, you know, set a time, or, like, you know, promise, hey, you know, next time, I got you, sure. Instead of that, I was just like, oh, I don't care, man. It's the next day. And pretty much it got to the point where she was, like, begging, like, hey, bro, please, you're not being my boyfriend. And, you know, this was, like, one call. I was like, I was on a call with my game. She begs me, she's like, hey, we haven't done this shit, you know. I feel like we're drifting, but can we just like do this small thing? And I was like, fucking sure, dude. Whatever. This is a quick tie back into the old one. Where it's like I can get sick of, you know, my partner. I'm not much more time. As you can see it happen again. So I just wanted to throw that in. I was like, okay, damn, whatever, sure, man. And, you know, I'm calling with my guys, I'm laughing up a storm, you know, I'm just being, you know, who I am. You know, that call ends, she, like, you know, tries to talk to me, like, oh my god, you were so cute. I'm like, thanks. Like, I was genuinely just like, so thanks, man, whatever, sure. Yeah, I love you too. I think she, like, finally, like, really grabs this something seriously. Because I genuinely just did not care. She's like, dude. I don't know, I think she's having, like, a terrible day. Yeah, I remember this shit. I remember this part more clearly. She was having this, like, terrible day. There was a hurricane in her state. We live in different states. Your relationship, by the way. Like, there was a hurricane in her state. She lost power. You know, the plumbing's fucked. She charges her phone, just like texts me first. Oh yeah, she's, you know, she realizes the shit's not good. She starts, you know, doing the shit I wanted to. Yeah. She knows, oh my god, I hate those ones. My life is such a nasty color, I don't remember. Why do I get a Coach ad? I don't fucking have a purse. But, anyways, she charges her phone, just texts me like, yeah, bro, horrible day. I'm like, oh yeah, oh, that's rough, buddy. Like, I truly didn't care. And I remember, like, crashing out like an hour later. My message is just like, can we talk? And I'm like, I reply an hour late because I was doing something. And she's like, it doesn't even matter anymore. She's like, I think this heat's doing something to me. Like, cause you know I'm just upset and shit. Why is this nigga joining me? I'm gonna fucking kill him. She joins me. And wait, what am I talking about? She joins me. Sorry, mixing things. But she texted me, she's like crashing out. I was like, I was gonna break up with you today. I was like, I think that he was just like taking over me or some shit. And I was like, it's like, if you want to break up with me, do it. Because I really didn't care, like, to save the relationship. She was like, whoa, why don't you care at all? And I was just like, it's like, hey man, I don't care. I remember there was this thing in the relationship. I don't think I said anything. But it was like one of these past arguments that I mentioned. I remember saying, this is just like, what is bro doing here? I remember, I think it was the one where it's like, you know, I think it was the family one, the family issue. Key point. I remember it saying, I don't care if you're gonna do this shit. Honestly, I'm just gonna get used to it. Like, I'm not gonna break up with you. I'm just gonna get used to it. And she's like, you shouldn't have to get used to it. I was like, okay, stop doing it. It's like, but I'm still gonna get used to it. If you keep doing this, I'm not gonna like fight it because I've said so much. What is this guy talking about? But I hope that doesn't get me bad. That wasn't gore. That wasn't gore, YouTube. That wasn't gore. But yeah, that's the key point. I remember saying I'm just gonna get used to it. And okay, back to the middle of like the breakup conversation. She's like saying, it's like, you've just gotten so, you know, detached from it. And I remember I said this, I like patted myself on the back with it, because I said, I told you I was gonna get used to this. This is your fault. I asked you several times to like stop this. You know, like just treat me like a boyfriend too. And she's crying and shit. It's like, I'm sorry. If you want to I'm like, I remember I said like, I really don't care. She's like, we can fix this shit. Like, let's sleep on it. No, I don't think she said that. She's like, we can fix this shit. And I think I told her, yeah, I said, hey man, let me sleep on this shit. She's like, maybe we can. So, you know, even when you get detached like this, part of me, I won't say like, you still love her. It's like a general consensus for everybody. Like, part of me, even though I was detached like that, I still had feelings. I still, like, at the depth of my soul, I cared for her. So, I remember being like, getting upset. I was like, I don't want it to end. I don't. Like, dude. I was just like I was like, I don't know what to do. I was like, just let me sleep on this one. Maybe we can fix it. She, you know, yes, she thought it was like it was guaranteed. Yeah, he just needs to be alone. It was like, she didn't think that. She's like, hey, do you want to sleep on your phone tonight? I was like, no. She's like, okay, I understand. You need your space. He's like, I'll see you tomorrow. And I go to sleep. And I'm like, yeah, this is gross. It's like, I've given this chick like 3, 4, maybe 5 chances. I told her at least 4 of them. However chances I gave to her, I gave her subtract 1 from that first amount of chances to fix it, because, you know, the first time I wasn't communicating. But it just became like me venting about my exes, and I still have one to go. This video's gonna be so long. Yeah. These guys have been saying, oh, get on the floor, I'm gonna join, I'm gonna go. But yeah, I remember sleeping, I was like, yeah, bro. I got her like 4 chances, 3 chances, like, fix this. And like, I've seen what happens when, you know, he's like, oh yeah, I'll fix it. I've seen that like play out 3 or 4 times. It's like, you know, the first 2 days are good. And I remember saying that in that argument, or not the argument, the breakup shit. It's like, I've given you these chances. You're good for a day, and like, it goes back to normal. So it's like, why would this work right now? And I was just like, yeah, man, I don't see this shit. This is probably just gonna repeat itself. I don't want to keep you here. And I remember another thing, a part of the breakup, you know, session, whatever you want to call it. You know, I think she originally pressed me because I was so. That's why she said she was gonna break up with me, or she had like thought about breaking up with me that day. Just because I had just been so detached. Just like, you're just. She's just like, you're so detached. I don't know what else to say. It's like, you're so not you. You don't care about anything. You don't. You're not interested in talking to me. You're not interested in anything. And I was just like, pretty much, yeah, man, spot on. And she's like, I think a part of it was like, when she asked if we could fix things, she's like, are you gonna start trying to, like, you know, not be like this? Or are you gonna, like, try to, what's it called? Not be so, what's it called? Detached. Ooh, that's cool. And I was just like, I don't know, maybe. She's like, what do you mean, maybe? I was like, I don't know, man. I've been like this so long. It's like, I feel like it's unfair. Yeah. I have to, you know, start trying again. You know, be good. After I gave you 17 chances to do that, and it's like, of course, I get what she was saying, and she was right. Like, obviously, I have to start trying to, you know, not be detached. And if we're gonna try to fix things, we have to fix things on both of our sides. Like, the way emotionally I felt, it's like, it's not fair. I gave you 17 chances, man. Now I have to give you another one. And it's like, the burden is on me. Like, I just really hated that. I was just like, I felt so annoyed about that. It was like, why do I have to try? You're the one who needs to try. Why am I the one in jeopardy? You know what I mean? But, yeah, that was another tidbit. But anyways, the gist of it, it's just like, no, this is gonna be a drag. I've given you a trillion chances. It'd probably be better off for us anyways if we stopped. So there was that, and that's like another holy app session, man. I really should shorten the next one. That was another year-long relationship, so a lot of talking. But like, that was another thing that contributed to my, I don't want to say imminent disdain, but like, you just know, it's like all women are L's. Like, no relationship is gonna be good. All women are gonna treat you like shit. That's just like, it was that. And in the first relationship where, you know, I just stopped liking her. This wasn't really as much as her treating me like shit. It was like this victim thing with the first one. I didn't think I even touched on that, so that's my fault. I will keep it officially short this time. But, it was, oh yeah, I remember it. After I had broke up with the first chick, she had my second ex, who was my girlfriend at the time. She went to, like, you know, research on me. I get it. I really do get it. Like, you know, I want to make sure I'm not dating some asshole, because she's had like a couple bad relationships before me herself. But she did a research on me. She asked my ex, who she found through Complex, and the ex had painted me out as this like serial goon freak. Which you're like, oh, well, at the beginning of this video, didn't you talk about having a porn addiction? I'm like, yes, that part's true, but that's not the part she knew. You know, it was just this entire other thing. She painted me out as this like chronic sex freak who groomed her. Like, that is her words. I groomed her and took advantage of her depressive states and made her like show off her body. Mind you, God, I really don't want to get this taken down by YouTube, but like, are they gonna watch an hour-long video of like guy with 0 views? But anyways, like, she described me out as like that kind of freak, and there's just so much that I wish I touched on. I wish I wrote a script, because it sounds like I'm fixing things in hindsight to make myself sound better, but I'm really trying to be as honest as possible. But anyways, I digress. Because like, I always made sure I would initiate freaky stuff. Like, no doubt about it, I was a freak. I liked doing freaky stuff. I liked seeing her. But I was always like, hey, you know, there's a day you don't want to do this, just tell me. Just like, nah, I want to do this, like, because she was a freak with me. That's why we dated. We were like freaks with each other. But yeah, she said that. She said, you know, she's just painting me this like total guy. I'm like, thank God, you know, the second ex didn't believe that shit, you know, followed up with me. But like, she just, you know, took that at face value. it just would have been like, yeah, this chick lied on me for no reason, just because we broke up. Well, I broke up with her, and yeah, that's that. So that was like, that's the first chick lied on me, just because I broke up with her. Second chick did everything she did in that relationship. I'm just like, I was just certain, you know, women aren't shit. There's like 2 talking stages. I think I will add that to, but I'll also keep it short, because that last point was short. I think I can do it. We're not gonna give them either of them names. It's just talking stage 1. It was this cute Asian girl, seriously addicted to character AI, chat AI, whatever the fuck, you know. So it'd be like, you'd come down, she's like talking to me, and she would stop talking to me and talk to this Leon Kennedy AI bot. And then like, I get out there. Oh, I've always wanted to do that. That's cool. So yeah, that was like, I just like, women are genuinely nothing. Like, they're always gonna be shit. And then talking stage 2. Again, this was a she had a boyfriend, L boyfriend, was looking for a guy, you know, wouldn't treat her right, but wasn't. Wow. And pretty much she just ghosted me one day to, you know, keep being with that boyfriend that was treating her wrong. So I was just like, absolutely no. Just like, I've been offered no evidence that women are gonna treat me right. So therefore, all women are bad. So, God, I love that. But yeah. So what's that's like 4 chicks? That's like woman issues, but the women issues are not done. One more. This leads into my boyfriend. I know it says women issues, and I say my boyfriend. Trans guy. I started dating my boyfriend as a girl, or like when they were a girl. So I would like to encompass it as women issues. Yeah. What the fuck? She was playing in class. But yeah. Let's get straight into that. I can keep that one short too. Like, I don't even need to talk about the relationship that much. Obviously, the same thing kind of happened. I will talk about the relationship. It's like, you know, I'm loving this first 6-7 months. Just, she kind of starts, or she kind of starts acting off. I don't remember the exact transition period. I think they would be by the time they were off. But, you know, kind of acting off. I was like, okay. You know, stop, you know, detach myself. I'm like, get ready. And then, like, a month before, was it? No, it was like a week before our year anniversary. They just tell me, like, hey, this is, yeah, okay, I remember. Like a week before the anniversary of us being together for a year, he texts me, hey, I'm high as fuck, I came back being with my friends, you know, remember this, if you do. I'll say it again because it's been a while, clearly. Holy shit, I suck again. Yeah, I'm high as fuck, back from my friends, let's open a relationship. It turned into, okay, I don't actually want to open a relationship, I just lost feelings for you and I didn't know how to say it. Oh yeah, and then I remember another thing. There was actually a thing before I lost feelings for you. And I didn't know how to say it. I remember not saying that. Hello, am I stupid? Anyways. I was like, no, it was like, open a relationship, that thing happened, and then it was like, actually it's this, I've been feeling guilty. But before we started dating, when we were still talking, I had told you I was living with my ex, and I wasn't completely truthful. I was still dating my ex, actually. And oh my god, it's like, yeah, I was still dating my ex, and I was like, it's just been eating at me. It's, you know, this year we've been together, essentially. And it's like, I mean, I was just saying, I knew. It's like, this is kind of obvious. In a way, it's like, it's not obvious, but it's like, I overthink, so I had my overthinker brain just like accept that as truth. Just like, what is it? Guy tells me, yeah, I'm still with my ex. And my brain was like, yeah, they're still together. There's no way you're just in the same house with them and, you know, no feelings there. Because, like, if y'all really broke up, and you're still on the lease, I feel like you would have went back to your parents or, like, somebody. Because he did have options. It wasn't just like, you know, this is the only place I can live. I was like, yeah, bruh. Kind of know. I kind of feel it. Kind of felt it in my bones. It's like, hey, bro, if you want to break up, break up. He's like, yeah, okay, let's break up. And I was like, wait, I actually do care. That was a fake. I used to be a real I don't give a fucker. I wasn't there. This was technically an online relationship, but would actually come down, well, he would come down to see me in a different state. You know, obviously I'd like, you know, try to spoil him and shit. It's like, since I didn't have a car, I still have to like go up there, you know, return the favor. I'd obviously just like try to spoil him. That doesn't matter. Essentially what I was trying to say is, you know, it's kind of real. Instead of like just being an E relationship, it was more of a long distance relationship where we actually did, you know, see each other, love each other. And what was so different about it was like, you know, we touched each other. Like, not even just like in a sexual manner, like that's not what I'm trying to say. You know, I've held this person, I've held them in my arms, I've hugged them, I kissed them, I've loved them. You know, we've had these intimate moments. I don't want to let that go. This is my first time having that for real. So that's why I was just like such a fake. I don't give a fuck. I gave a fuck. I didn't want to let go. And he's just like, no, man, this is just not okay. No, I kind of felt like love with you anyways. Yeah, I was like, I just knew I needed, like, I should have got straight into a relationship after breaking it up with my ex. So, yeah, that happened. And after that, I'm still coping. This is like a month ago thing. This isn't like long, a year ago with the other threes, you know, years ago. This is very recent. So that just added another thing to my women or shit. I know, trans guy, it's kind of LB for saying, you know, saying the actual dude is not or bad. But technically, he was a woman when he did that. So like, just put the bullet in my gun. Sorry. This is like that added another thing, and I'm just like, I've been like, ever since that day, I've just like been an incel. Like, I don't like, you know, go out of my way to call women boys and say, you're a bitch, you're a slut, you're a whore, you're this and that. I don't do that. Like, I don't go out of my way to do shit like that. It's just like, that's my mindset. I'm like, oh, this girl's cute, and then I'm like, oh yeah, she's gonna do me wrong, because all women do that. That's all they do. So that's literally all they do. They're terrible. So I'm just been like kind of incel maxing, I guess. So that's officially. That's officially women issues done. You would think I'm like this incredibly sexy man. I'm not. I'm like chopped average. Chopped average too. I'd actually say I'm a 4 out of 10. It's just, you know, I know how to go out of my way and be nice. I don't want to say I'm funny, but you know, it just feels weird saying, oh yeah, I'm the funny guy in the groups, and I'm the funny man, you know, because like, humor's subjective. Like, I'd say I'm a funny guy, actually humorous. Yeah, it's just like that. That's why, you know, I had success in my failures, or my successes in having many relationships, I guess. But yeah, I've been just incel next to hell, and I'm kind of tired of talking, but I did say I would get to do all my points. So, started the goon problem. We're gonna like absolutely speed through this. I found porn when I was in like 6th grade because I probably shouldn't say that. But you know, some guy typical middle school fashion, sure be porn in like the middle of the class. We're gonna have to say corn. Yeah. Some kid just showed me corn in the middle of my class for, essentially no reason. Typical middle school fashion. And, it's like, wow, this is cool. This makes my, private part feel things. And that's how I get into it. And it's like I say every day from that day, but like pretty much, like every day from that day. Most days, rather than not, I would at least engage in self-pleasurement at least once a day. It's like, that's obviously weird and a problem. I knew it was a problem when, this is when I was with my most recent ex. Having intercourse for the first time, like I'm in that situation because I was like a virgin before it. But I'm in that situation and I can't get my awesome super sword wink nudge nudge. I couldn't get my leg plan up. I was like, wow, it really did do something. I'm just like struggling to get it up. Cause for some reason I was great at eating. I don't know, I had not had practice, but apparently I was good at eating. But I couldn't get my grapefruit up, usually. Sometimes it would be up, but like it wouldn't stay hard for long. It was like to the point where I was looking at getting, the blue chews, the honey packs, the whatever. It's just like, okay. I was like, no, I need to just stop watching this shit. I don't want to have, I have erectile dysfunction at like 20. Not normal. So, yeah, I did keep that one short. It's like, I have a trillion issues, and I really do want to start doing better today. I want to genuinely start, like, the journey to fix it, because, like, one day I'll stop doing it for, like, 3 days, and I'll, like, fall back into it, or I'll, like, try to stop thinking of women, like, how I think they are, and then I keep catching myself thinking, I never want a girlfriend. I'm never gonna find love. They're all gonna do something to you. And I'd be better off alone if I don't like that. Or like, whatever. It's whatever. Just things like that. Or like I just give up on, trying to be better. Period. It's not gonna work. I don't want that anymore. I don't want any of this anymore. It's been plaguing me every day, and like it's plaguing me, and then I'm also a college student on top of that. I don't have time for like these stupid ass issues. It's like I gotta focus on my grades, and I have to go to work after it. And, like I got so much on my plate, and I have a future. I don't want. It's like if I saw these issues now, I could have an easier time with my future. So like I really want to get this shit fixed, bro. I guess this is just like a vent video, bro, essentially. I really do want to start doing better in life. I guess it's like, this is step one into like me trying to be better. Because like I deleted Twitter. Oh yeah, another addition to the porn issue. Like this past month, I just downloaded Patreon and like let's rewind it a little. I like ASMR. And then like I liked normal ASMR at first. Then, I saw, the girls that have OnlyFans doing it, and I was like, ooh, this is better, just give me my rocks off. And, it would be like OnlyFans ASMR shit. And I was like, oh, I'll never buy OnlyFans. I'm saying? Shit like that. And then, as I continued my spiral, I started buying these OnlyFans girls' Patreons, or just, the lewd ASMR people's Patreons, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm actually at like a rock bottom, bro. I keep this up. It's like what inspired me to make this video today. So I was watching Gideon. I don't usually watch Gideon, but like I just got recommended this video. It's like interviewing a predator from the past. And I was like, that could be me, cause if you don't know, the more you consume porn and like the more volume and more frequently you do it, the weirder the shit's gonna start getting. Like literally. Okay, hold on. It's not Eureka. Okay. Like, the more you consume it and more volume you do, it's gonna get weirder. Like, cause like the old shit's not gonna satisfy you. Like the vanilla shit, the normal like missionary shit, it's not gonna start satisfying you. You start looking for like deeper shit, weird shit, right? And, like I'm already, I'm being honest here. I'm already very deep into weird shit. Like I like Somno shit, you know, like CNC. I'm getting pretty deep in that hole if I'm into shit like that non-consensual weird shit. So I'm like, you know, if I keep going down that hole, I'm gonna end up like, bro, he was just like a weirdo, like a pedophile. Like, you know, he was a good guy. You know, he's doing better for himself. I should call him a weirdo. But I don't want to end up like a predator, like, just something like that. Cause first of all, I'm black, so you know, you can be a predator if you're like white for real. Not really, but like you're gonna have an easier time if you're white, I swear. I'm black, they're gonna like see me as like the trash I am. They're gonna take they're gonna try in every way to like get me. Oh yeah, I remember, cause I saw another thing, this David case, you know, D4VD, him and Celeste, they're saying he might get the death penalty for the first time in 20 years in the state he was in. And I'm like, in 20 years, y'all haven't had some murderer, homicide, pedophile in that entire state? It's been like picture perfect. And I say that, it's like I feel like they're going out of their way to do this because he's a successful black man. Or, you know, was. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve life in prison. What he did was absolutely terrible. It's like, there are people who've done worse in that state that didn't get the death penalty. Why is he specifically getting it? It's because he's a black guy. They don't care about black people. They go out of their way to punish you, and since David's a bad guy, he's going to get an extreme punishment, and they're not gonna like care about it because he's black. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be a creep who gets that extreme. But I don't want to be a creep. Period. Like that's all. But just to add on to it, if I kept going, I'm going to end up like that. I'm going to end up as this creep, and I'm probably going to, you know, get this exaggerated. Well, I shouldn't say exaggerated, but you know, the extreme punishment just because I'm black. Meanwhile, there's like some, you know, dad probably doing 3 times worse as me, and he just gets 20 to life jail, and I get, you know, inhumanely quick death. It's just like I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the predator that Gideon, you know, in rehab or whatever. I don't want to, you know, end up dead or going to die like David. Just like I want to fix this shit now before I'm in like this rabbit hole where all of it, you know, piles up. Like, you know, I'm this goon maxer, I guess. I don't know. This goon addict, incel. Like what? This goon addict incel due to like serious problems with like women. I see incel is like mental and goon addict. Either way, I don't want to end up like that, bro. So this video is just like me calling myself out, talking about the shit I didn't want to, and like hopefully this will help me do better. Okay. But like, yeah, I guess that's it. I finally got everything off my chest. I want to be better. I deleted shit like Twitter, deleted the Patreons. I don't want to be a gooner anymore. I do want to add a little more to the incel shit. I have a lot of respect for incels in a weird way. Because we go back to what I said, is like, you know, I'm a dog, and, you know, I'll do whatever a woman told me to, probably. Like, yeah, I do a lot of things for women attention. Pretty much performativeness, right? It's like, I don't like that. And what the incel is, like, you know, completely anti-women. Like, I go to the gym. When I go to the gym, I think to myself, I'm doing this. Like, what I think to myself is, oh, I'm doing this for me. I'm not trying to do anything else weird. But, like, try to say, I know I'm, like, doing this just so, like, I look good so women will talk to me so I can, yeah. I'm gonna kill them. I'm sorry, this is fun. I do like this. Wow. Bro, I love this moment, sorry. Actually so much fun. I really need to know how to do Jacob's ladder. Anyways. anyways, what was that? I respect the show because they're like totally anti-women. Meanwhile, I'm like, you know, this fucking dweeb, and I'm doing shit for women attention, like, be better so a woman will like me, be better so my future girlfriend will like me, things like that. And like, I don't want that. I want to do this shit for me. Period. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I think I want to be better. I want to be better for me. Straight up. So hopefully this video will help me keep myself in check. Maybe today will like actually be the start of my journey. I doubt it. I'm gonna have a lot of more missteps for like just submitting all this shit to a place where, you know, technically everybody can see it, but also nobody could. You know what I'm saying? It's like a confessional for me, essentially. Hopefully, I feel better. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it, man. I know. But yeah, I think that's it, man. I'm really good here. Yeah, alright. I think that's a good place to end it. I want to do better for myself. I want to like post like my gym progress, things like that. Start finally using this YouTube channel. But like, yeah, man. Hopefully I can be better. Hopefully today that can start. Thanks for watching or listening if you did. That's it, man. Peace, bro.